Hi, thanks for tuning in to Elemental Concepts AZ and our YouTube channel, Facebook, Instagram, all the fun kind of social media stuff. Today we're going to walk you through the installation of our intermediate and beginner level guitars. They're both mounted the same, and we're going to show you the tools you need, the mounting hardware it comes with, and how to get it on the wall. So let's jump in and go for it. So for the mounting hardware, when you buy something from us, it comes with all the mounting hardware you need to get it up on the wall and make your living situation much prettier than it was otherwise. So they're going to start with a snap toggle bolt, which we will go over the installation in this video. It's going to come with a 1/4 inch by 20 threads per inch connector bolt, which will actually mount it to the wall. It's going to come with a mounting bracket that helps you get your guitar shelf level, 2 drywall anchors, and 2 screws. Make sure you're using the screws that we provide, or if you use your own screws, make sure to cut the heads off, otherwise the guitar is not going to sit flush on the wall. For the tools that we're going to use for this installation, our trusty pencil, a cordless drill, regular drill, whatever you prefer, a small level, a small portable hammer, preferably something that you're not going to break through the wall with, a 1/2 inch drill bit for the toggle bolt, 1/4 inch drill bit for our drywall anchors, a Phillips head screwdriver, or you can use an attachment for your drill, a 5/32 Allen head screw bit, or an Allen head wrench, 5/32 size. Just make sure it fits in the bolt that this kit comes with. Probably left over from your IKEA trip. That's going to be a good use for it. So the first step we're going to do is we're going to take our guitar shelf and our trusty pencil, and we're going to get it roughly in the position on the wall where we want to mount it. For us, it's going to be right here. And all we're going to do is rotate it 90 degrees to the side. We're going to look at our connector bolt or our bracket on the back of the shelf and go approximate area for where that bracket is. So for this first part, we've got our mark on the wall already. Next, we're going to use the bracket that came inside your kit, our level, and our pencil. Use the level to find approximately where your mark was on the wall. Get it so it's pretty close to level. This doesn't have to be perfect. This is just going to be what holds our guitar in place while we mount it. You can remove your level with your pencil. Just do your 2 pencil holes inside the hole. So now we're getting ready to drill our holes. We're going to use our drill with our 1/4 inch bit that we have sized right for our anchors. And it's just a fairly straightforward. You're just drilling through hollow drywall. 1 hole, 2 holes. Use your hammer. Get them lined up and just a couple light taps. You want to make sure that the anchor is seated all the way up against the wall. All right, so next we're going to use the bracket that came in your kit along with the 2 screws. We got both of our anchors into the wall. They're both flush up against the wall. We used our hammer for that. I usually like to at least get one started in the hole. It helps you kind of hold it in place. You can use your Phillips head bit or just a regular screwdriver. Once it's started, get your other screw into the mount. All right, so we've got our bracket up against the wall. Screws are nice and tight. The bracket that's on the back of the guitar shelf, same thing. We're going to line it up just right and drop it down onto the wall. Using our level, you can just rest it on the shelf, and you're going to rotate the guitar shelf and kind of like playing an old school video game till it's nice and level. Use your pencil, and you're going to come inside to the upper mounting hole and make your mark on the upper mounting hole. All right, we made our mark. Now we have our 1/2 inch drill bit that's ready to go with our drill. We're going to get it centered as best we can on the hole, and quick and easy. All right, close to our last step. Now we're going to take our snap toggle that came in your kit. Make sure the metal piece goes through your 1/2 inch hole. You're going to want to make sure that it goes in as skinny as possible. Once it's straight through the wall, use your thumb and first 2 fingers to pull flush so the ends come flush. You're going to push it all the way up until this little piece goes into the wall and push it nice and firm. We're going to show you what this looks like on the back so you get an idea of how this anchor works. So with our snap toggle, make it so it's as skinny as possible. Go straight through the hole. As soon as the metal clears, straighten it out so it goes straight up and down. Trim ring goes in so it's nice and flush in the drywall. And the last step up for this anchor is going to be coming around to this side to see how it looks. So make sure that you hold this trim ring flush against the wall. You might have to use a little bit of pressure. One hand is going to grab top and bottom on this and make sure you keep it oriented the same position so the toggle anchor works correctly. And you're just going to pull, you'll hear some clicks. And as soon as it's all the way flush, you feel it nice and tight. Last step to do with this is to just bend these pieces up and down, and they just snap off, and there's your anchor. So you can see that our anchor is nice and tight, and it's oriented vertically and flush up against the wall. That makes sure that when you tighten this anchor up with the bolt, it's nice and snug on the wall, gives the most surface area possible to make sure you're not going to put a big hole in your wall and have a beautiful guitar shelf falling to the ground in a million pieces. And now we're nearing the final stages. We're going to take our guitar shelf. Remember the bracket that we already had on the back of our guitar with lovely help from our shop dogs. Thank you, Maisie. Line it up on your bracket, straight down. Take your connector bolt, go right through the hole that you already have in the wall. Start it by hand to make sure that you don't get it cross-threaded, because if you cross-thread it, the anchor's not going to work right. Then you're going to take your IKEA Allen wrench, or a smaller bit usually works because of the tight space. And I'm not going to make you watch me tighten it all the way up, so I'll catch you when it's done. All right, we're nice and tight. As you can see, it's snugged all the way up, and this actually is going to hold it nice and tight against the wall, so when you give it a little wiggle, it doesn't go anywhere. Now for the very last step. Decorate and enjoy your new living space.